We're going to take a call from Alaska and talk with Alan. Alan, I understand that you're a shop owner from Alaska.
No, I'm a manager. We run a good runs quick lube up here in Soledad, Alaska, and I heard you mention Redoubt on the way into work. Part of my requirements here is my guys listen to you because we talk cars all day long with our customers, and we're out of air filters up here, and I hope we didn't create a shortage for the nation, but everybody about 7 or 8, and we're just waiting for it to go off.
Well, is there any plan? I mean, when I say plan, I mean evacuation plan, or any idea how large this eruption will be? And
well, in 89, 90, I was down in Reno when they ran out of air filters for the West Coast when I was running a Jiffy Lube down there.
Right.
I had to say, everybody bought your air filters up here, but they did hand out, and what I've been handing out to my customers is how we take care of our cars. Now, my girlfriend's a nurse, and she's got to get to work. Police driver, anybody that has to drive in it, 100 to every 500 miles in heavy ash, any severe duty recommendation is change your oil if you got to drive. And if it snows, that's a good thing. Different layers. When it happened in 89, 90, it snowed on top of it, buried the ash. And so what we're doing is just advising customers that we need to blow out your alternator. We got to blow out your brakes. Don't drive. Lay low. Fill your bathtub up with water and hunker down until you got to go out.
Got it. But
Yeah.
you will be in full operation, and you mentioned blowing out there. What about the radiator? You blow I guess any of the airways and air passageways,
Exactly.
you would blow those out as well, right?
Exactly, and you'd have to keep it clear. It's just something that we're waiting for, and people are overreacting. A lot of these folks that I service their vehicles, like, are you going to be on the side of the road changing your own air filter out, or putting a diaper over the top of it, or there's so many different remedies, and I just wanted your input. What would you do?
We talked about earlier. We talked about using a silk stocking.
Okay.
But you and I both know, Alan, that the air intake sometimes, a lot of times, is buried behind the grill, and you really can't get to it physically. I mean, it's made so that you can go in water without water intrusion and sucking up into the air filter box. So it's not an easy. I think the thing to do would be, for me, is for you right there at your Good Wrench store, would be to have stockings and put those over the inlet. I think it'd be a lot easier for folks to take the scissors and cut them off after the fact than it would be to them to try to install it. And that might save. I think that might add an extra 25 miles or 50 miles. It might make the difference between making a destination and not making a destination, and it certainly would make a difference between the contamination of the air filters. As you said, you still have to change the air filter, but let that silk stocking catch the biggest blow and the biggest amount of the debris.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for calling, and again, give us your location.
Soledad, Alaska. We're on the Kenai Peninsula. I can look at Redoubt this morning if it's clear. Not Redoubt.
Okay.
Anybody wants to get on Alaska Volcano Observatory, avo.com. They can watch what we watch every day. We're just waiting for it to go, and it's happened in 1990, and people have been through it. And I hope you guys aren't air filters down there in the lower 48.
Thank you. Hey, Alan.
Once before.
Alan, thank you so much for your call and for the update. Please do keep us updated every Saturday if you would.